Hi, it's Lori
And Danielle
from
Simplyplantfood.
Welcome to another video. Today is a special day. It's Valentine's, and we actually would have had this up a little earlier for you, but we kind of had a little, a big thing going on. My mother just passed away. Now it was a bittersweet thing because she was suffering, so I was glad that I was able to be there for her the last 4 days of her life, and as well as Danielle. She was there too as well, so we were there to be with her. But anyway, so we're just kind of doing a little shout out for my mom because Valentine's was a special day for her as well, and she would have been married. She's been with my dad for almost 60 years, so big changes, long time. Anyway, so for all you plant munchers out there, we have created an awesome Valentine's dinner meal. So we're just going to show you how to make the dessert in this video, and we're going to show you how to put it, and it's all no bake. The only thing that you have to do is the sauce on the oven. So basically, guys, you could totally pull this off for your girlfriend or your wife easily, or you can do it together as a couple, which would be really fun too, right?
Yeah.
So
really good.
So and we're also going to tell you we're going to use the kombucha as our drink, but some people like wine or whatever else. So at the end, we're going to tell you which a really awesome app that you can use to find vegan wine, beer, or what do you call the other stuff? Spirits. Yeah. Wine, beer, spirits. Okay. And I'm also supporting my new shirt. I just got it in. Support sanctuaries and not slaughterhouses. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna make this special dessert, which is really, really good. We've made this before, and it is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's like, and that's the one thing that I love even before I went vegan is I love the caramel sauce. So this is really, really good. The first thing we're gonna need is a cup of nuts. Any cup, I don't care, whatever you want to choose. But I did a half a cup of pecans and a half a cup of walnuts, because walnuts are so heart healthy. Probably would have went whole walnuts, but just it'll give a different flavor. So so the first ingredients is that we're gonna make like the flour. So now we have a half a cup of oatmeal. Look at that. And we're gonna put it in the food processor. There's no other way of getting around this. The next one is the cacao. The really dark chocolate stuff. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna spin it up and make it into like a flour. So now we've pretty much spun it into a flour. So now we're gonna make it into so that it all comes together. So the first thing we're gonna do is to use the 3 tablespoons of any nut butter. We're gonna use the tahini. So I like the tahini. I like the flavor. You can use anything.
You go with peanut butter?
Yep. Next thing is my favorite, dates. Organic dates from Costco's. So a cup, I actually put a little bit more than a cup in there, whatever you want to do for holding it. And make sure you take the pits out, because if you don't, it's just nasty. And the last thing is vanilla, 1 teaspoon. Okay, that's how simple it is. So I guess in this recipe you're going to need one of these and a saucepan. Sorry, but it's a no bake. We'll put it in a mixing bowl, and then we're going to make it into little heart shapes. So now once you've done all that, step 2 is you're going to have like a big bowl of this, and it's going to be, I've kind of made a bit of I scrunched a bit of it up together. And I know I shouldn't have worn a white shirt for this.
Not at all.
So anyway, I formed it into like a ball, and we're going to form it into heart shapes. Okay, so we've made the cookie part of it. And so it probably would have made 12, but we went a little gung-ho. So we made 11. And also we used 2 cups of dates just to make the cookie stuff stick together really good. So anyway, this is the heart shaped, and we got 11 on there because Danielle and I were a little zealous. We wanted big ones. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is the caramel sauce. But before we do the caramel sauce, this has to be refrigerated for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But even if you say you wanted to, I would have done this overnight, and then the next day maybe the caramel sauce maybe. But whatever. At least if it's 15 minutes in the cold, that's good. So we're gonna put this in the fridge and then come on over and to the stove, and we'll show you how to make the caramel sauce. Okay, so for the caramel sauce, oh, it's so good, it's so good. Okay, so we're gonna use a half a cup of Danielle's hard brown sugar. AK, if you do have brown sugar, and it's hard like that, you put bread in it.
Yeah.
Put a piece of bread in it and we'll get better. But we didn't have time for this, so here we go. Half a cup of, it'll melt.
Hard brown sugar.
Yeah, that's all right. It works. It'll work. Okay, we're just being real here. 1/4 cup of milk, plant-based, you know that. And then we've got the tahini for the caramely sauce. You can use whatever kind of, but this will give you the caramely flavor. And you could probably, if you wanted, you could probably add a little vanilla too. So the key with this is just warming it up. Bring it to a boil, and then put it at a lower temperature and just keep stirring, and it will thicken up just like a caramel sauce. It's just amazing. See, it didn't matter if we had hard sugar, so don't panic if you got hard sugar in the kitchen because you don't use brown sugar very often. Okay, the sauce is all ready. You see it in here. So you have to bring it to like a boil, and then turn it down, and then just simmer it for about 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, and then it'll get all like a caramely sauce like this, right? And this sauce is, trust me, it's so good. So anyway, it's just a matter of filling up these little heart shapes. Give them all a little caramel center, right? So you're having like a chocolate caramel dessert. So now they're all ready, so we're going to put them back in the fridge so that everything will harden up again. All your caramel. And then you can probably have them in another 15 minutes or so. So they're just like a cookie filled with caramel. Oh, we could try that. A giant cookie, right? We made them bigger because you could make them smaller, or make them round, but this is a special occasion, so we made them heart-shaped. So we're going to put them back in the fridge. Yes, we decided to add to more sweetness. We got, I was at my dad's and I got some white vegan chocolate, and it is so good. So we're gonna put that on the top as well. So Danielle nicely shredded it, and oh, it looks so pretty. So yeah,
this is
the chocolate that we used. It's pretty amazing. Even it's totally carnivore approved from my
the mates.
The mates. Yep. They both like it.
Beautiful.
Okay, so back in the fridge now. Now we're going back in the fridge. Okay, we're back with a nice, what we would call a nice romantic vegan, no bake dinner. How nice is that? So now our little cookies are done, and we sprinkled them with the white chocolate. Oh, they were so yummy.
Whoop. It doesn't want to focus.
So to pair with this, what we did was another recipe you can look at in our YouTube video, and it was the spicy hummus pizza. And so
just like that.
It's so simple and easy to make. So if you just look at our other videos, you'll see that.
There we go.
Yep, you'll see
So good.
how to make those. So it's so simple. This is probably the simplest. You could just do this. Doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. It could be whatever day. But we wanted to come up with a really fun. You don't want to be in the kitchen the whole time on Valentine's Day. You want something simple, and this was pretty easy to do.
Date night with Mom.
Yeah. Date. Yeah, that's it. All right. So we hope you give this recipe a try and let us know if you like the dessert. And check out our other recipe, spicy hummus pizza. So, oh yes, I wanted to tell you, like today we used a kombucha, and I remember I was going to tell you it was called BARNIVORE. If you're looking, if you drink alcohol of any sorts like wine, beer, or spirits, if you go on app BARNIVORE, it'll tell you if it's vegan or not, because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of alcohol is not vegan. So if you really want to know, just check that out. So look up BARNIVORE. We'll leave a thing for you. But anyway, we want to wish you happy Valentine's from us at Simply Plant Food to you.
Cheers.
See you next week.